Hola clase! Today, this is our agenda. I'm going to tell you your objectives for the day. We're going to do some choral repetition, that will be your speaking, some matching, which will cover your reading, some listening, which I know you love so much, a little bit of writing, and then we're going to wrap it up and talk about what we learned. So your learning objective for today is to describe a person's characteristics in the target language, Spanish, using the new vocabulary words which you have in front of you. And the motivation objective, which is more for me to see if I'm motivating you well enough, is that every student will complete every exercise on your handouts and that I will see and hear you participating in the oral activities as well. So first is choral repetition. I'd like everybody to stand up, please, and repeat after me as best you can. Aplicado.
Aplicado.
Creativo.
Creativo.
Distraído.
Distraído.
Entusiasta.
Entusiasta.
Estricto.
Estricto.
Exigente.
Exigente.
Flojo.
Flojo.
Generoso.
Generoso.
Honesto.
Honesto.
Justo.
Justo.
Responsable.
Responsable.
Torpe.
Torpe.
Muy bien. Okay, you can take a seat. Muy bien means, do you remember?
Very
Very
good.
good. Okay, does anyone know what a cognate is? Cognate. All right, well, all right, well, behind that rectangle is the definition of cognate. But don't worry, I know what it is, even though it's covered. A cognate is a word that sounds and looks the same in one language as it does in the other. So imagine how useful that is for when you are learning a new language. Can anyone think of a cognate that we've learned before? Terry?
Responsible.
Responsible sounds like responsable. So you're ahead of us in the lesson. That's one of our new vocabulary words for today. But one we have learned before would be naturaleza, which means nature. All right, so we're going to start off with your reading portion, and you are going to identify as many cognates as you can on your handout by putting the meaning next to it, matching those up with the letters, please. And each one has exactly only one definition, so you can, by a process of elimination, figure out the rest. I feel that 9 of 12 of them are cognates. So the best you can. I'll give you about 1 minute to complete. Plenty of time. I'm going to hand out a paper for the next activity. Just ignore it. Don't flip it over yet. All right, finish your last one. Okay, número 1, aplicado. Cami, what did you put?
De.
De, muy bien, studious. 2, creativo. Tamanda?
G.
That's okay, G, creative, perfect. 3, distraído. Tougher one, 10.
I put I.
I, distracted, exactly. 4, entusiasta. Terry?
H.
H, enthusiastic. 5, estricto. Carrie?
A.
A, strict, exactly. Número 6, exigente. And siete, flojo, we're going to leave for the end. Ocho, generoso. Cami?
L.
L, generous. 9, honesto. Terry?
B.
B, honest, exactly. 10, justo. Carrie?
F. Fair.
Fair, yes. 11, Tamanda, responsable.
J.
J, responsible. All right, now who thinks they know numero 6, number 6, by process of elimination? Could you figure that one out? All right, 6, exigente, is going to be demanding. 7, flojo, is E for lazy. And the last one, 12, torpe, is clumsy, which is letter C. And those are all the answers in case you missed any. Does anyone need more time with this? All right, so now you can flip over that handout I just secretly gave you. Nobody cheated. Excellent job. So here is your listening part for today. I am going to describe each of those pictures using one of our new vocabulary words. When you think that you see the picture of the person that I am describing, or people, you are going to write that number right underneath that person. And I did a little example for you. If you hear me say number 1, Luis es flojo, and you see the lazy man drooling on his remote control, that's safe to say he's going to be the flojo, the lazy one, number 1 on the line under his picture, please. All right, so number 1, and I'll repeat each one 2 times, as always. Los padres de Elena son estrictos. 1. Los padres de Elena son estrictos. Number 2. Margarita es responsable. 2. Margarita es responsable. Number 3. José María es aplicado. 3. José María es aplicado. Number 4. Alejandro es distraído. 4. Alejandro es distraído. Number 5. Dolores es creativa. Dolores es creativa. Number 6. La señora Quintero es generosa. 6. La señora Quintero es generosa. Number 7. Ricardo y Matilde son entusiastas. 7. Ricardo y Matilde son entusiastas. And number 8. La licenciada Benavides es justa. 8. La licenciada Benavides es justa. Now, there could be a couple possible answers for these pictures. They're definitely not one answer correct, and that's it. So let's see. What did you get for this little guy with his nose in a book, Ted? What number?
I did 1.
Number 1. For the top left?
Studious.
So the word studious. How do you say studious on that vocab sheet? Aplicado. And the number 1, I had actually said estricto. So maybe his parents are estrictos, but we can't tell that from the picture. What can we tell from the picture that is a vocab word? Aplicado. Muy bien. Yeah, aplicado. We can tell that he is studious. All right, so now the second picture, that was number 3. So the first guy, he's number 3. All right, we're moving over on that same row. We have the girl. She's making an art project. Terry, what would you say she is?
5.
She is numero 5, which is creativa. She's creative. All right, now we have Mean Judge Judy right there, right? And what do we think she is? Hopefully she is. Tamanda? Ocho. Muy bien, which is justa, which means?
Fair.
Fair. Yes, we hope the judge is fair. All right, now we see some mean parents. Those look like some of your parents out there. Carrie, have mean parents? Very strict?
Locked up for my whole summer.
Oh, I heard about that. We talked about that after school one day.
Mm-hmm.
What number did you put for them?
1. Estricto.
Estrictos, exactly right. All right, beginning at the second row on the left, we have 2 cheerleaders. Cami, what did you put for them? 7 entusiastas. We can assume that they're enthusiastic, right? All right, now here is an ambiguous one. We have this guy whistling, going to walk into a wall. What did you put, Amanda?
I put 4.
4, distraído. Muy bien, he is distracted. Okay, now we have this girl picking up money that is falling out of this man's pocket. Cami, what do you think about him? Or her?
That she's honesto, but I don't remember the number.
Yeah, she is honesta. That was... Gracias. So yeah, honesta is a great way to describe her, but it wasn't one of the choices. The choice for dos was actually... Did you get it, Terry? Do you remember it? Yeah.
Responsible.
Good. Responsable, yes. And then our very last one is, of course... What did y'all get? What number? 6. Generosa. That woman is generosa. Okay. Muy bien. So what you are now going to do is we're going to take a look at these celebrities, and you can flip that listening activity over. And all I want you to do is write 1 or 2 adjectives. You can only pick 1 celebrity. And obviously if you don't know who someone is, then just don't pick them. Move on to someone you like up there that you know. And describe them in 1 or 2 adjectives. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to do that. And then you are going to share with someone else in the classroom and see if they can guess who the person is that you were describing. And you're going to tell them those words in Spanish. 1 minute.
We have to use the vocabulary words only.
Yes, vocab words only. So as soon as you have 1 or 2 words describing one person, you can go ahead and find someone else who is ready, and you'll know because they will have put their writing utensil down, and you can see if you can guess each other's people. Amanda and Carrie look ready to share with each other. Go ahead. You don't have to tell the class, just each other. Ted and Terry looks like your partners.
I'm going to go with... I know it's outside of the
I
house.
would have stood that.
Good pronunciation.
Oh,
That's opinion.
I went with blue. Generoso. No, I gave you another one. I'm challenging you.
Oprah.
How'd you know?
She gives up
All
free
right,
stuff.
you did an excellent job. I think everybody was able to guess each other's celebrities. You can go back to your seats, please. And we are going to wrap up this lesson. We only have a little over a minute until the bell rings. So what I put on your desk, upside down, is your homework for tonight, and you can start it now. And without looking at your vocabulary sheets, I want you to see if you can define all 12 of those vocabulary words. And whichever ones that you can't think of, those will be the ones that you know that you need to study a little bit extra on tonight. So you can go ahead and start that. And once you complete it, add up how many you got right at the bottom. And we will check that out tomorrow. I want to tell you guys that you did an excellent job in the listening activity today. I know that that's not everybody's favorite, but you know how important that is when you are learning a second language to be able to understand what someone is saying. And even though you might not have known what the word licenciada meant when I was talking about the judge, you were able to pick out that adjective that I was saying, the vocabulary words, and that is also imperative when learning a language. Not to know every single word, but to be able to get the gist of what someone is saying. So very nice job, and put your best effort into your homework tonight?
Time.